G'day guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can make a free protein food source for your chickens. It's not going to cost you anything. All you need is a food bucket and a few scraps of meat. There's heaps of videos on YouTube about making elaborate contraptions with different buckets and pipes and all that sort of stuff. You don't need any of that. All you need is an old yogurt tub and a few scraps of meat. Hang them over your chick pen, and then when the maggots are ready they'll drop out the holes straight into your food bin. So let's have a look at how we do this. Right, what you're going to need is some kind of plastic food container. This one here is an old yogurt container, but you get like peanut butter containers. That one's hummus. They're all roughly the same, just anything roughly about this size. So you need that. You need a drill, two different drill bits, one big, one smaller. I've got a 10mm here and a 5mm. I'm not sure what that is in freedom units, probably 7/6 or 3/12 or something like that. If you don't have a drill, then just a sharp knife will do, because you can sort of cut out the holes. And then just a bit of old fencing wire or something that you can hang them up in the coop. This one doesn't have a handle. I'll have to find another one. Anyway, what you do is take your bigger drill bit, then you drill a bunch of holes on the side around the rim. So don't worry too much about making it nice and neat. Just, you know, maybe get 6-7 holes, something like that. There we go, that'll do. I'm using there 6 of them. Right, so they're the ones around the side. Swap your drill bit over for the small one. 5mm for me. Flip her over and then drill a bunch of them on the bottom. There we go. Something like that. Loads of holes in there. And then a bunch around the outside. So this one doesn't have a handle, but I'll make one that does have a handle. So you hang that up in your cage and then put your meat in there. Should also mention that you need to put some kind of substrate in there, so anything to block the hole. So I've got some old animal bedding here, but you can put in compost, grass clippings, even like shredded paper. You just want to block those holes really a little bit. So put your substrate in, stick your meat in, any kind of raw meat scraps, chicken carcasses, wings, anything like that. Chuck it in, seal it up, hang it up in your cage, and then what will happen is all the fumes of the meat will just, you know, smoke out of the edges. Flies will come in, they'll get a whiff of that, think, oh, that's good, we'll get into that. They'll fly in there, get all over the meat, do their business, lay their eggs. A few days you've got maggots. Maggots will tuck into that meat, get rid of all that. And then when the maggots are ready to pupate, turn into larvae, ready for flies, they always want to burrow downwards. So what they'll do is they'll burrow down through the substrate, and they'll find holes, and then they'll just plop through, because they're looking to go deeper into the soil, and then they just naturally fall down. So you have a free food dispenser, and all your hens will be gathered around the bottom waiting for it. Let's get to it. Alright, it's been about a week. We can see there's heaps of maggots in there now. So yeah, didn't really have to do anything, just leave it. You could just dump this out into the chickens now, but I'm just going to leave them in here, and they'll get rid of the rest of this meat as well. That'll all be gone soon. One thing I would mention is you might want to make up more than one of these. I put 2 of them out, and this one down here, the ants found it. The ants found it, so the ants got into that, which kind of stops the flies getting into it as much. So it's worth making 2 or 3 up and then just dividing your meat, and letting one of them just be a decoy. But other than that, I don't know. There we go, look, so you can see some have dropped through already. So I'm just going to hang this over the chicken feed bin. It's a plastic bottom anyway, so the maggots won't go anywhere, and the chickens will find them eventually. So we'll hang that over there, and that's their free food dispenser. Alright, just to close off the video with a couple of FAQs, which I suspect will end up in the comment section anyway. Number 1, Does it stink? Well, not really. I mean, let's be honest, if you've got chickens, they bloody stink anyway, don't they? You know, they're not particularly nice. But no, I can't smell the meat in the pot standing here. I'm sure if you go right up close to it and sniff over the holes, you'll get a whiff, but nah, it's not noticeable. Number 2, does it attract pests? Not really. I mean, we would get foxes cruising around here at night anyway, because they know the chickens are here, but we haven't noticed any issues with it attracting pests. I guess the only issue you may have is ants, because they love the raw meat. So like I said earlier, you probably want to make up 2 or 3 of these at least at a go, and then sort of spread your meat between the buckets and place the buckets in different spots. Just so that way if you lose one, then you should have a few more to sort of recover. So yeah, that's all I can think of for now, guys. Please give us a like. I'm just starting out, so every little bit helps. And stay tuned, I'll do some more videos on some of these other contraptions I've got in the chicken coop. But yeah, let us know what you think. Thanks all.